All right, to get some of the bumbles out. And this is take 2. Here we go. Parenting 2020. Very interesting year to be a parent. I think everybody, anybody who deals with children, teachers, caregivers, anybody right about now deserves a medal. We deserve to give ourselves a big pat on the back and really shine some light on the topic that I'm feeling right about now, and I can imagine a lot of people are, and that's how friggin' scary it is to be a parent and how many decisions we have every day, new areas to consider, new challenges, and especially with, of course, let's be honest, COVID and all the different changes we are facing. No matter where you live, I'm sure you are feeling the effects of it. Here in Halifax, Nova Scotia, in all of Nova Scotia, we have a mask mandate, which means that in any public places, and also including schools, people are required to wear a mask, which, to each their own. I definitely support anybody in your views. And for me personally, I don't see the value in wearing a mask and having that type of a mandate for individuals, especially who feel they are very healthy and take measures to ensure that their health is already up to par. And definitely for me, wearing a mask isn't helpful to my immune system and my health, and neither that of my family. So right now, of course, I have 2 children, 3 and 6, and currently my 3-year-old's in daycare. She's been there for quite a couple months already. My son is 6. He was in daycare, kind of like in a summer program. Things are really normal there. I'm quite happy. So no masks are required, and that's really great. For the most part, everything is like I said, same as it always was. And then school started a couple weeks ago, and my son is in the category where he does not have to wear a mask. I'm very thankful that there is that in place, that any children under the grades 4 and under in our area don't have to wear a mask. So right now my son is in school, and let me tell you, that was a bit of a decision. I'm sure for anybody out there, there's a lot of different information to consider, and fear for me is definitely a big factor, and I can't, I can almost imagine that any parent is having some sense of fear in what we're dealing with right now, and I really just want to speak to that. I mean, what I'm resonating with and what is true in my reality right now is that I'm seeing reflections from people that I encounter and interact with. I'm a big part of some groups, local groups, to support freedoms of choice and to allow individuals to make choices for themselves and their family, and how we want to handle the measures that we feel better protect us in our whatever we're facing. And what I really, I guess, I'm going to try to bring myself back to the frame of mind and the message I really want to deliver. And that is, there is no answer that's right for everybody. There is only the answer that's right for us. And the only way to find that answer is to be present with ourselves, to be caring with ourselves, to be gentle, to take some time to reflect within ourselves, whether that's to meditate, journal, sit in a quiet place and have a conversation with ourselves. I mean, I do it. I like to put the recorder on just to have a feeling that something is being heard, and most, it's just me that's hearing it, but that is the most powerful person to be hearing the words that are coming out, but is ourselves. And I've been noticing, I guess, with the groups of people that are supporting freedoms, there's a lot of, big push from other people saying, take your kids out of school, Of course, the people who are worried about the virus are saying don't send your kids to school. And then the ones who are not worried about it are saying don't send your kids to school. And for me and my family, we sent my son to school. My son has his own intuition just as I do. And both of us were aligned with the idea of him going, seeing how it feels, having steps and plans in place. If anything happens, of course, we can support the decision for him to stay home. And last week I was really hard on myself. I questioned my judgments. I came close to saying, no, let's keep him out. Let's change our mind here. Let's put the brakes on it. And that brought up a lot of sadness, anger, fear, because I'm taking steps in my life to better myself. And as I do, I see amazing growth and potential in my own family and everybody surrounding me. So as I grow, everybody else does. And I had this fear that I'm going to have to, put the brakes to things that I have in motion that I feel I really am passionate about. This is, for me personally, this past year is a time where I've finally had a clear direction on something that I felt was a purpose, and that is to become a coach and to help others, and most importantly help myself to really put the focus on something I've always been doing naturally, and that is to care for myself. And I'll tell you, parts of me were conflicted with that. I had this idea, how are you allowed to put yourself first? You're a mom, you have so many people, to take care of you. This voice inside, this judgment of you should be doing this, your house is so messy, this is going on, the mess, of course, and you just gave the wrong response to your child, you're overreacting, and then reflecting on when your child was this age, you did that wrong, and now he's messed up because of it. Like, the big message that's shooting out for me from taking the time to reflect on my fears and judgments is the only judge, the biggest judge that I have to worry about is the one right here. No one is harder on this person right here than this person right here. And the more I see resistance around me and I start to have problems with people, I mean, I'm a pretty easygoing person. I like to have compassion for others, and I like to take the road of working with people. But I'll tell you, the last couple of weeks I've had a couple of interactions with people, friends and family, not so close, but just in general, that kind of got a little bit heated, and what was coming out from those interactions was just, I was so upset because people had these judgments of me, like harsh ones too, right? Like, one interaction was I was not being clean enough. I was not keeping my house up to par doing a house sale. And I've given myself in the past that allowing factor to say, I have little kids and my house is just going to be a little bit disorganized to allow me to have time with my family, because I don't want to look back and think I spent all my time chasing all the dust bunnies and drippy noses and crumbs on the floor, because that I could run around and do that all day long. If that was really what I enjoyed to do, I'd be so happy. But I really enjoy spending time with my family. I take time out of every day and make sure that I'm filling my bucket and filling theirs, and that I can look back and say, you know what, I had some time and experienced it with them and not the hustle and bustle. So of course I saw the reflection in that judgment from that person and the way they were interacting with me over things. And then I had another one with the falling out of a friendship, because this person thought I had the wrong views over the mask, and I was okay with talking with this person about it, but I wasn't okay with being berated and bullied, and I kind of had to put that friendship to rest for a little bit. But it really affected me, and then I thought, well, what's going on here? And again, it was, so when I took a step back, I could see, wow, the same things this person was saying to me were the same uncertainties I could feel within myself, that I could recognize as things that scripts that I'm possibly, having going within my unconscious thoughts. And then, I am right now, I'm working, I do a job that I really love, a couple days a week of delivery. And I had a bit of a falling out with my boss this week as well over some judgments he had, some things that, and it's been a really intense time. And I thought, wow, there's something to be learned here, something that I'm, not catching up on. And of course, when I took a couple minutes to sit down, I thought, holy shit, like I just got through a move, and it was an intense move, but it was only intense because I tell myself that it is. I mean, it was just work. It was, it had happened, and during that, all of these other things took place, and I don't even remember the last time I meditated. It's probably been like 7-10 days. I've been going on a little bit of fumes, but that, also reflects to how much I can see that I've been judging myself over the state of myself during this move. And that's not how I am all the time. I can see that even right now, this moment that I'm having and the other small moments I've had, I've been able to at least tell myself, this is a moment, it's a passing moment, and that's why I'm growing from it. This lesson right now, this message that I'm sharing with you is me opening up about how much I have just learned about myself from going through the trials and errors of the transitioning into everything that is going on, all of these changes. And as much as, of course, I can get into the mind frame of scared about the future and all these uncertainties, I can flip the switch and go, oh, there's two ways to look at things. I can be scared about the future and the possibilities, or I can be so excited that there's so many options and just say, wow, I wonder how it's going to play out. I wonder how the story ends. And once I take that energy in, then I live from a different place. And so I guess to really sum it up, being a parent right now, it requires to simplify, to love yourself, and to just respond versus react. Know that whatever's going on is meant to be, and you can only make decisions based on what's right for you, your family, and what just feels right. If it doesn't feel right, if it makes you scared, if it makes you angry, if your decision is, is really pestering you that much, then look deeper. Talk to somebody, even just a friend. The power of talking to anybody, even, like I said, a recorder, can change how you view things. Because right now, even just speaking to you guys, putting all of these concepts and words together into one little jumble of a video that I can reflect on, and hopefully anybody here can take with them and be inspired by it, to know that it's all about the practice. It's all about taking it day by day, step by step. And honestly, do you. As much as right now it's supposed to be about community effort, of course, love each other, support each other. But if every single person put themselves first for just a little while, and then helping everybody else becomes that much easier. It's like effortless. It's like seeing yourself thrive. You'll look around and go, holy crap, everybody else is thriving. My family, when, holy crap, I am the center of my universe. When I am good, everybody else is good. So, in closing, that's the message that I want to speak to, and what I want to help people with is helping us to see, especially as parents, because these children need us. They are our future, and this time for them is the most influential. And although we can sit here and be scared about, how much this is impacting them, they're warriors. We are all warriors. And whatever happens to us molds and shapes us. Not to throw us into the fire, but to take a step back and say, it's all going to be okay. And live from that place. And I bet you'll see magic happen. So take care, be safe. I got to get the rest of these deliveries done so I can get home to my family. Bye-bye.